Hi there. In this video I wanted to show you how to do a global modulator, and in order to do that we are going to use something that's known as DC offset trick. So here I have a simple project created very quickly with mostly Btwig presets. And what I want to do is to modulate the cutoff filter of this baseline and this white parameter of the pad with the same source. For example, that source can be controlled by a MIDI controller or maybe by some LFO. So what I want to have is some kind of a global modulator. So in order to do that, I'm going to need an audio track. Let's put it on top because it's the global modulator, although obviously it doesn't have to be there. And here I need a DC offset, followed by tool device, and tool needs to be here to mute the output of the track. I could use a mute button, but during production you mute and solve different things and it could become confusing. So that's the good way to do it. Why do I need to mute it? Because DC offset is creating an audio signal. If I move it slowly, it's a low frequency signal. If I move it faster, there is more high frequency content available. So now let's add some kind of modulator here. Let's say classic LFO. Yeah, let's make it unipolar. Let's maybe skew it a bit and let's set it to work every 3 seconds. Okay, so this is how it works. Now let's modulate the DC offset output with that. Let's set it to full range. Okay, as you can see, we have the signal here. So in order to move the frequency of the filter with that information, we have to add audio rate modulator here, set its source to output of the DC offset, and then apply that modulation to the filter. To make it even more dramatic, we can scale it, for example, exponentially, so it will be sharper. Okay, let's hear it. So as you can see, the filter goes up every time. And then make it a bit more dramatic. Okay, and now we could do the same for this other parameter in the pad. Yeah, we could take the same output and map it here. So as you can hear, it adds this kind of windy quality here. Yeah, but the problem is that those two control signals overlap, and this is where one of the strengths of these methods come in. So this is basically an audio signal. So I can do with it whatever I can do with audio signal. So here let's use FX grid to delay it. Why am I using FX grid? Because every delay in Btwig has a high pass filter at around 20 Hz. So because this modulation is very slow, it would simply cut it off. maybe I can quickly show it to you. So for example, delay 1, 100% mix, no feedback, 3/16, the lowest high pass, the highest low pass, and as you can see there is no signal being here generated because this one is high passing the signal at 19.4 Hz. So we have to use grid, FX grid, and here let's drag in the mod delay. As you can see the signal is already here. Let's delay it by the bigger amount, and let's say we want 25% feedback. So as you can see, they work at a different moments. Okay, so now I can, for the path, I can take that signal instead, so the output of FX grid, and let's hear it now. We will see that both things are happening at a different moment in time. So as you can hear, the filter outputs first, and then opens first, and then the pad follows with this windy sound. Obviously you can add as many effects as you want, some reverbs, choruses and stuff like that, although in the end it's the volume of the signal that is being read by the audio rate modulator. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you very much and see you soon.